Yeah,
Stocking
it was
covers.
a lot of fun. I love geeking out with you guys.
It was a blast. If you've been following us, we've changed our model a little bit. We still talk comics, we still talk themes, but we don't quite pull up our favorite three. We're getting a little bit better at it. This time, Mike, you've chosen an awesome thing, and it goes right along with some of your exclusives we'll talk about. Venom. Why Venom?
Oh man, Venom. I mean, Venom is that type of character. People like Deadpool, people like Wolverine, but when I'm at a Comic-Con and people are going by the table and they see something I've done of Venom, like they want to take their clothes off. They just like lose their mind. Something about that character. I don't know if they were kids when it came out, or he's kind of a little more edgy, a little more dangerous. I mean, there's so many levels that I think he plays on. But that's people's Spider-Man that are in the new generation.
Yeah,
I think that's their Bruce Banner, that's their Peter Parker, Eddie Brock, and the mythology that goes with it. And I just think there's so many cool aspects to his, the symbiotes and all the goo and the gore that you can get away with. It's not too violent in Marvel. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And some of the powers that like Carnage has with like the weapons that can come off him, and when you get into like Absolute Carnage and all these crazy incarnations, it just rips the roof off of like excitement and what you can do in comic, the fun you can have in comics.
Yeah, and I think from a fan perspective too, it's just you can see that artists just go kind of ape shit with just all the stuff, and they can really kind of flex their artistic muscles on that character, and I think that's really fun for the reader too, to sort of see how everybody handles the character.
Yeah, it's like the type of stuff McFarlane captures best, who created the character. It's that like monster, like. You're in school, you're drawing monsters for your buddies, and you're adding extra teeth and like slobber coming down, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's it," And like, I don't know, you guys probably know my work as being some of it being like pinup or more refined or illustrative, but it's so fun to just cut loose with Venom. Like you can't go wrong as long as you're having fun.
I hadn't even thought of it that way. Like when you think about it, like Amazing Spider-Man 300, the first appearance or whatever. The ridiculousness of as many copies as that are out there, and people still go ape shit over this book, and they still want to have not just a 9.8, they want like all versions and everything.
Oh, yeah.
It amazes me for a modern book that is highly overprinted.
Yeah. I was thinking the other day as far as that goes, because I think about that with my store a lot. Like, it's probably better to focus on Spider-Man or Venom because there's more collectors of Spider-Man than, let's say, Legion of Superheroes. No. I bet you there's more collectors of ASM 300 than there are of, let's say, Daredevil.
Oh yeah,
there are
one cover with all the homages. You've seen the guys on Facebook with all the abs in their man cave.
We've got a bunch of guys. We've got a bunch of guys that do foreign comics.
Yeah,
and the foreign set for Spidey 300 is, first of all, insanely large, and there's a couple of really rare ones. But man, these guys just geek out hour after hour after hour about that set, and they just keep on finding them. They're like, "Oh, I got the Brazilian one, and I've got the Croatian one, and I don't even know what they are. I'm making them up."
Yeah.
But I mean, it's intense.
That whole '90s Marvel, late '80s Marvel explosion. I mean, Jim Lee was huge on X-Men and that kind of thing, but I don't know. I can't think of an X-Men Jim Lee image that was as iconic as that ASM 300 cover.
No, I couldn't. There's some great covers, but nothing in comparison to 300.
You put it in my head.
You had to break out the Italian.
Yeah, I had to get my Italian. Out, so I got the Italian version of 300.
I'm lame. I just have the American.
Yes.